Hello friends, today we are going to discuss on the thyroid gland. Let's start with the topic. Thyroid gland is a butterfly shaped gland, okay, and it is located in the inferior of the larynx. Okay, here the larynx, it is located inferior of the larynx, and there have two lobes, right and left lobe. They are present on the either side of the trachea. So this is the trachea, they is present on the either side of the trachea. Lobes are connected to each other by the isthmus. So this is the isthmus. It is a narrow passage between the lobes, and isthmus is present anterior of the trachea. So it is, you can see in the diagram. So it is present in the anterior of the trachea. 50% thyroid gland have a third lobe, that is pyramidal lobe. So it is a pyramidal in shape. Okay, you can see here it is a pyramid shape gland, shape in, so that it is called as pyramid gland. Okay, next move to the next slide. The microscopic, in a microscopic view, we see there in the thyroid gland have some spherical sacs, and these sacs are known as thyroid follicles. So these are the thyroid sac, and it is known as thyroid follicles, and these sacs make up most of the thyroid gland, and wall of each thyroid follicles is surrounded by the follicular cells. So these are the follicular cells. So these are the follicular cells that surround the wall of each thyroid follicle. Okay, and these follicular cells are going to secrete the thyroid hormone. Mm, and these hormones are T4 and T3. In thyroid gland have a few parafollicular cells. So I show with new color. So this is a parafollicular cell. These are the parafollicular cells. They are present between the thyroid follicle. So one follicle is this, another is this. So here you see some uh, parafollicular cell. Okay, so they are present between the thyroid follicles, and these follicular cells are going to secrete the calcitonin, and this calcitonin help in the regulation of calcium in the body. Now we are going to see the synthesis, storage, and secretion of thyroid hormone. The first step is iodine trapping. Iodide trapping. Iodide trapping is in this the the blood have iodide that go into the cell. Okay, and they are trapped inside the cell. So basically, iodide are the iodine atom with one electron on the this iodide. Next step is the synthesis of thyroglobulin. Thyroglobulin is synthesized by Golgi body and rough endoplasmic, and these globulin are packed in the vesicles and secreted into the lumen. Okay. Next, third step is the oxidation of iodide. In oxidation, as you know, the removal of electron. So this is the iodide molecule. It remove its electron and go into iodine. So this is the iodine molecule. Our fourth step is the iodination of the tyrosine. In this, the tyrosine molecule are present in the thyroglobulin at molecule. Okay, in this molecule have this component tyrosine, and tyrosine are attached with the iodine molecule. So iodine molecule, uh, two I, when two iodine atom are attached, okay, when they are combined, they form a molecule, T2 molecule. Okay, So the T2 are attached with the tyrosine, and if one T2 I2 is attached, it form T1. If two molecules are attached, it form T2. Next is the uh, pinocytosis and digestion. In the pinocytosis, colloids, these colloids are pinocyte in they are pinocyte into the cell. Okay, they are go into the cell through the pinocytosis. Okay, in this colloid you see they have a T4 and T3 hormones. Okay, N now our seventh step is the not seventh, our sixth step is uncompleted. Have a digestion. In digestion we have see that molecules are that collide are go into the cell. They are uh, enter into the lysosome. Okay, so in lysosome, we know they have a different type of digestive enzymes. Okay, so these enzymes are digest and break the thyroglobulin molecule. Okay, so these break this molecule, and still they have only this T4 and T3 molecule in the lysozyme. Okay, they contain only the T4 and T3. Now that T3 and T4 are secreted into the cell, they first are enter into the cell and then go into the capillaries. Okay, so they are going into the capillaries, and when they are going to ready to transport into the blood, first they are attached with this thyroxine binding globulin. Okay, this is a protein that attach with this thyroid hormone and transfer the hormone into the target cells. Okay, understood? Now we see functions. So in the function, first function is the when the concentration of thyroid hormone increase, they increase the metabolic rate. Okay, basal metabolic rate. How they increase? First they stimulate the synthesis of additional sodium potassium ATPase. Through that, the large amount of ATP to be produced, they produce the larva, they produce and use of, sorry, they use the large amount of ATPs, and in this pump, sodium potassium pump, we see this is a cell. So, okay, the sodium ions are going into the extracellular material matrix, and potassium are going inside the cell. Okay, so potassium are into the cell. So this process they use a 1 ATP. The use of 1 ATP is increased because the additional this process is occur. The stimulation of this is an additional. And second, increase the concentration of enzyme that involved in the cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is a metabolic process in which glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and etc are occur. So as you know, in last step of electron transport system, the production of ATP is increased, and in cellular respiration there is a breakdown of organic fuel, that is glucose are going into glycolysis, and that proceed the cycle. And not glucose, also proteins, and that also go uh, into the Krebs cycle. Okay, and fats also go into the Krebs cycle. They produce the ATP, and also they increase the number and activity of mitochondria. As you know, the mitochondria is the storehouse of the energy. They produce the ATPs. Okay, so the activity of this mitochondria is increased, and their number also be increased, and by that they increase the production of ATP. Okay, understood? Next is the enhance the action of catecholamines. Catecholamines are the non-adenine and non-epinephrine and epinephrine. Okay, these hormone have permissive effect on catecholate. The thyroid have a permissive effect on the catecholamines. And as you know, when the thyroid concentration is increased, it increase the heart rate, and also it increase the more forceful heartbeat, and increase the BP. Third function is the regulation, and the regulation, it regulate the development of and growth of neurons, tissue, and the bone. So how they regulate the growth of nerve and bones? First, it promote the in case of nerve, it promote the formation of synapses, myelin production, growth of dendrites. Okay, and in case of bone, it to promote the formation of a ossification center, where the bone cells are produced. Okay, it also synthesize the bone proteins. Okay, and it also help in the secretion, spelling mistake, secretion of growth hormone and insulin like growth factor. These growth hormone also increased by the thyroid hormone. Now we see the control of thyroid hormone. So when the thyroid hormone level is low in the blood, it lower the metabolic rate. Okay, yes, when the concentration low, it lower the metabolic rate, and metabolic rate is low, that stimulate the thymus to secrete the thyroid releasing hormone. Okay, the thymus is stimulated by the low metabolic rate and secrete these regulatory hormone. These regulatory hormone enter into the hypothalamus and hypophyseal portal system. This is the hypophyseal and hypothalamic portal system, and where it go into the anterior pituitary, go into the anterior pituitary, and it stimulate the thyroid stimulating hormone. Thyroid stimulating hormone stimulate the thyroid follicular cell to release the T3 and T4 into the blood to return back the normal metabolic rate, to return normal metabolic rate. If an elevated T3 can inhibit the synthesis of thyroid releasing hormone and thyroid stimulating. So the negative feedback is done by the T3. If the T3 level is increased in the blood, it inhibit the thyroid stimulating hormone and thyroid releasing hormone. Next, our hormone is calcitonin, and this hormone is secreted by parafollicular cell. In diagram we see it is a thyroid follicles, and here you see some parafollicular cell between the uh, thyroid follicular cell. Okay, like that there are some follicular cell, and these follicular cell are going to release this calcitonin. Yes, the calcitonin decrease the calcium level in the blood. How they decrease the calcium level? Now we see. First, they inhibit the uh, oste, osteoclastis. Osteoclastis is the absorption of calcium from the blood into the not be absorption. It is a degradation of the bone. Okay, so osteoclastis is the absorption of calcium from bone. Okay, softening of the bone is known as osteoclastis. So inhibit the osteoclastis and accelerate the uptake of calcium and potassium into the blood extracellular matrix. So the uptake of calcium from the blood into the extracellular matrix of bone. Mecalcin is a calcitonin. It is a tablet-like have a component. Mecalcin is a calcitonin. It is extracted by salmon fish, and it have a 10 time more potent than the human calcitonin. Okay, so it have more powerful than the human calcitonin, and it is prescribed for osteoporosis patient. And as you know, osteoporosis is a condition in which the bone is more softened due to the degradation of the bone. The calcium is absorbed from the bone. Okay, so it inhibit for calcitonin inhibit the osteoclastis, and accelerate the uptake of calcium from the blood into the bone extracellular matrix. Okay, understand? Thank you. If you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section, and keep watching my video. Thank you.